It just keeps getting worse for the Detroit Lions. I mean, it's one thing to make a video discussing a loss, but it's another thing discussing the loss of a bunch of players, key players. And we have another update. David Montgomery, official, not, I guess, official, but it's reported that he has been ruled out indefinitely after suffering an MCL injury against the Bills. He's undergoing additional testing on his knee and getting a second opinion to confirm, but he could be lost for the season. So all signs point to David Montgomery most likely out for the year. And I mean, I just made a video discussing Carlton and Aleem and how much of an effect that could have on the defense. The thing about this is it is a bad injury. Like, David Montgomery is a very good running back, and he's a part of what makes this backfield so great, because Jameer provides a skill set, David provides a skill set, and they're both so good at what they do, and they keep each other fresh. And Dave Montgomery's kind of the bell cow. Now it's Jahmyr Gibbs, and you're going to have some Craig Reynolds. But this definitely hurts. I mean, I brought up on on the show I did earlier this morning on our YouTube, which you guys can go back and watch. But I also posted a tweet, and the tweet basically went into the run game and how over the last 2 weeks it hasn't been quite what it usually is. And I understand that they were down a lot against the Bills, but if you watch that game early on, they weren't able to run the ball like we're used to seeing it. If you see this graphic here or this tweet that I put up, they got to get back to their efficient rushing offense. Jahmyr Gibbs over the last 2 games, 23 for 74 yards, 23 carries, 74 yards, 3.2 yards per carry. Dave Montgomery last 2 games, 19 carries, 55 yards, 2.8 yards per carry. And that's kind of counting the game against the Bills, which he kind of left early due to injury. But they got to get back to what they do in the run game. And now you don't have Dave Montgomery, which is a kind of a big piece. He's Knuckles. He's the more physical back. He's the guy that kind of sets the tone. And it's tough. Like, I mean, it is a tough injury. Now, is it as bad as the injuries they've suffered on defense? No. But Dave Montgomery's a very underrated injury. Like, he's the guy that if you're traveling on the road in the playoffs, let's say hypothetically, and it's bad weather, he's the guy you want out there. He's the guy that again, people don't want to tackle. We had a Packers reporter on when the Lions played the Packers, and he said he was more afraid of David Montgomery than Jahmyr, only because David is hard to tackle. Like, he is a problem consistently, even though Jahmyr leads the team in yards and Jahmyr Gibbs is incredible. But again, now you're not going to have that, other part of the backfield that keeps Jahmyr fresh. So it's a tough injury to suffer. I feel so bad, man, for these guys like Dave Montgomery, Carlton Davis, Aleem McNeil. Like, these are like core foundational pieces that now won't be here for the rest of the season. At least Carlton's 6 weeks, but most likely we'll see how that trends. But it's brutal. I mean, it really is. So Dave Montgomery's out for the time being, guys. And he might not be back till next season, which sucks. I mean, it really does. So expect to see Craig Reynolds. Maybe they sign another running back. We'll see. At least they got their offensive line healthy, right? And Jared Goff and some of the offensive weapons. I mean, the offense hasn't suffered nearly as many injuries, but Dave Montgomery's a big injury. Like, that sucks. It really does. Comment down below. Leave your thoughts. I love to read them. I can't believe this is all happening. This is crazy, guys. I don't think I've seen this many injuries in my life on a team. This is insane. Insane. And you're going to check IR in the next couple of days, and IR is going to be, 20 players, 20-plus players. Never see anything like it. Tune in tonight. We'll talk more about it on our live show, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Until next time, I will catch you guys. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.